I'll get back to the alcohol. But so, Murder on the Orient Express. It's not that. Okay, first of all, trains don't do it for me. Murder Orient Express, bingo. And then, but when I saw the name of I think this is the main character, one of the main characters, I don't know. Let me see. Because cast of characters. Hold on, let me see who. I don't want to misname. Sorry, my fridge is really loud. Okay, so Mr. McQueen. I don't even know who that is. Honestly, I assumed because it's on the first page that might be the main character, but maybe not, because I'm going down the cast list and I don't see much. This audio lag really messes me up on those S's. Quite strong frequencies. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. It's not leaving my head. If you mess with the boy, you get the horns. Why? Why? I'm not gonna post that. No, I'm so stupid. I'm not gonna post that. I was gonna post that. I'll just listen to it, I guess. Oh man, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say anything of what I said. Why do people talk to me like that? I'm very upset. Okay, it's fine. I didn't even do this thing. Okay. I didn't do this thing right. Okay, so go back to that. Okay. Whatever. I'm trying something new. I explained it off video. Oh fuck! God damn it! I hope this is right. That feels wrong. Oh, where am I? See, this is why I don't bother. 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 Okay, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They care. They're basing my reality off of if I respond or not, and I can't stand that. Oh my god, I have to have faith. Okay, let's start with her. With her, whoever she is. The one I tried to marry, she's on my finger right here. Didn't completely go away, but it's not completely there. She. Right there. Just right. God damn. Okay. Me, however, me, right now. Not the she. That this finger, I'm putting it on the paper because I can't manage to do anything. Apparently. Why not be in the middle? Who said that? I'm just trying to have faith, okay? This is still frustrating. It should have been her. Okay. Because I didn't even plan this. Okay, back to me. And it's so confusing because on the paper I wrote right when it's my left and then left when it's my right. Oh my god, I didn't even write right, I just put R. And then there's a box in the middle. Okay. So that felt right at the very least. I don't know what, I mean, to their standards, to other people's standards. Am I gonna ever move off of mine? I didn't plan this through. Okay, whatever. There. Now, I'm just seeing what this does psychologically to me because I'm so tired. Oh, man. As you can tell, I dropped my desk today. Why did I drop my desk today? Because I didn't do it today. It's just on today's video. Fuck. God. Shit. Okay. Okay, I'm dropping it. I can't do that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it. But I don't know what to do when I go with my left. Okay, I go with my right. Fuck, it says left on there. Shit. Okay. That took really long to say. And I probably sound like a crazy person to everybody. But I'm just tired. Fuck, jeez, wrong side. Okay, I'm tired. I'm sick of people trying to tell me what is better for me. You know what? When I speak as her, I'll speak as God, because that's fine for me. They equate to the same lies that they told me. And that's me now. I don't know what else to do. Okay, well, I'm she as God. I'm stressing. Oh, I can't even play with that because you can hear it. Okay, I can't play with that because you can hear it. I don't know where I am, but if I just maybe keep switching every once in a while, then maybe that makes more sense than trying to keep it on one side. And then, so if I just don't say, like, maybe identify what am I, like, on the right or on the left, it would maybe make more like sense if I didn't like constant middle. Not anymore. Fuck, jeez. So I'm like behind myself then, and I don't. But that's not like in other people's terms. Then I don't. They say that I am in the past, but that's why they get sick. Trying to keep track of and they swear that it's me. They swear that, well, you, because I'm always have to be right. So who? I don't want to count myself. I don't want to count. Oh, I'm gonna get so pissed right now, because I can't do anything. I can't do anything in public. I can't do anything without being bothered. Why should I be bothered? Why should I be bothered? I'm so fucked right now. I'm so fucked. I hate everything and everyone on this planet, and I wanted to say, God damn. I don't care. I don't care to contract all the diseases that they have, but I already am. And I can't say that I'm doing anything to help all that much. Like, I'm backsliding so bad on my own shit because I can't stand anything at this point. There's nothing that I want. I understand why people tried to convince me that I wanted things, because I don't want anything, because it's all that. Like, I got okay, hey, let me try to do shit that I don't like. Let me try to do shit that I'm not into, so that maybe I could grasp something that I don't give a shit about. So I got this book, Murder on Orient Express, and I read the back. Sounds nice. And then I get, well, at least thank you to this person who underlined M. Boku. Book. Not Boku. M. Book. Because, at the very least, I can thank I can thank them for giving me a tip. See, my point proves itself, I think, in every situation, because I'm honest. I can't think of any other way to be other than honest. And you probably hear the alcohol, because and see, how many episodes have I done on this, and then I have to admit that alcohol is in my system, because honestly, if there's no alcohol in my system, I don't know, I'm going through an alcoholic phase right now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about my newfound alcoholism, even though I cannot count the amount of times that I've had alcohol poisoning from just drinking alcohol in large amounts all in one go, when I hate that shit. I cannot stand the taste. It is disgusting, to the point where for many, many months after, like a binge drink, after many, many months, I cannot stand the smell of it. Like, it'll make me want to gag. It'll make me want to just curl my face up into the nastiest wrinkles that I can think of, all because I wanted to have a couple hours of let loose time. And I've never been the type of sad drunk. I'm always like looking for someone to talk to when I drink. Drinking alone is new. This is new. I've done it. I think I did it once in high school, and I was just like, this is boring. So every time that I drank after that, I drank around people, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm always seeing the best in people. I'm always seeing like how awesome people are, and I'm always like trying to get them to uncover how their uniqueness is amazing. But many times that has gotten turned around on me, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not a social drunk. Like, I'm always complimenting people when I'm drunk, but what it's turned into is like, well, partially like all the repressed emotions that I don't ever get to speak to anybody about because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to, like, not that I need an emotional airbag, you know, to just throw my body against and be like, you did your job, goodbye. And then like the air deflates out of them. I don't need that. But if I'm saying something nice to you and then you flip that and try to turn that into like a learning moment for me or something, I'm out. So moving on to whatever it is that the fuck that I'm saying. I'll get back to the alcohol, but so Murder on the Orient Express. It's not that okay. First of all, trains don't do it for me. Murder Orient Express, bingo. And then, but when I saw the name of I think this is the main character, one of the main characters, I don't know. Let me see. Because cast of characters. Hold on, let me see who, I don't want to misname. Sorry, my fridge is really loud. Okay, so Mr. McQueen. I don't even know who that is. Honestly, I assumed because it's on the first page that might be the main character, but maybe not, because I'm going down the cast list and I don't see much. This audio lag really messes me up on those S's. Quite strong frequencies. So I figured none of those things entice me other than it's a mystery. And that's the only thing. It's the last thing on my list is a mystery. So, because if you yourself are a mystery to yourself and everyone around you, though purportedly people don't think that it's a mystery, well then, who's the mystery for? That's a one-sided argument. Okay, so back to the alcohol. Is it my newfound addiction? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because genuinely, I have to try to block all of my perception so that I can just drink, just a sip. And then I'm pretty much chugging because it's so gross. And yes, I'm holding a beer can, and it's all a beer can. So I got this book. I haven't read it. Okay, because first mistake, there's French words in here. And so if you want to look at the tip at the beginning, the M book. M, it stands for something longer. And I haven't looked it up because I know it's either Monsieur or Mademoiselle, which I don't think it's Mademoiselle or Madame. Did I just make that up? Mademoiselle. 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 I don't think I made that up. Monsieur, mademoiselle. It sounds French. I'm just copying people at this point. Does my voice bottom out there? No, not naturally. By force. By forceful restriction of volume. So, okay. Let me do some reading. An important passenger on the Taurus Express. That was it. Not keeping track of any of that. I have a text message that came in, and it is from someone that I texted first. So I kind of want to get to that, but I don't want to interrupt the recording. I don't want to either bore you with unnecessary silence or read business that is not really that important to read out loud. And furthermore, that maybe shouldn't be broadcasted. You know, I see why people say don't drink. Part of the reason why I'm slurring and like trying to catch up with myself, like, it's the muscles. The muscles are just feel slower, but in terms of my thinking, and there's a problem there because I don't think that the general public does kind of like whatever it is that they do is an amendment to something, and it's just like, well, I don't know, I don't think that your biology agrees. I could just end it right where I said that. I could, but it's always the case that people say, well, you're just reflecting on yourself at that point. And I'm like, well, whatever it is that people are seeking, that's not what I'm seeking. I don't wish to keep myself in any one spot, but I don't like... Okay, so I was listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's constantly somebody who's on the fence for me. He's just like, I both admire his science communication and hate him as a person. Although he's a great guy, so I'm like, I don't actually hate him. And so whatever is left there, I do think that on the whole, people do miss out on a lot when they try to portray something that isn't all that 100% accurate. And it's like, well, why do you do that? To me, that's a inherently selfish thing. And I don't think that anyone else except myself, I have to say that people will say, oh my god, you have such a big ego for that. I accept it. Whatever. Because when I go out into the world, and this is since childhood, I'm just like scared. I'm like, I don't want to be mean to anybody, but I'm just like, well, this brain is different. Your brain is different. Your body's different. Your genetics are different. So for you to sit there and try to tell me that I should do things a certain way, that just really means you're trying to give me all the bad things in your own body, and I don't accept. I don't think that God would make the world that way. I don't think that real reality would subscribe to a pattern that certain people came up with. No. It would follow the pattern that it is. And I'm over here, had to come up with an entire new form of math on the cusp of creating because I didn't want to. Not for these people. Not for the ones that are going to be counting my every words and then reformulating it into whatever they want it to be. So, does that make me a hypocrite or you? Fuck my life. So I keep slurring. I don't care. I'm not counting those type of things. If my body muscles want to do a certain thing, it's for a reason. And I am gaining from that. But generally speaking, people want to tell you, no, you are not supposed to do those things. That type of gain is selfish. It's Satan. Orient Express. I don't think that people are that selfless as me to look out into the world and be like, what can I devote my life to fix all these things? Right? And that might, a lot of people might have a problem with that and try to be like, well, it's not a one size fits all type of situation. And I'm like, yes, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm drinking at 1:50 p.m. And it's not even a small amount of alcohol, I'll tell you that. I didn't like chug hard liquor, which I did. That's what I used to do. That used to get me alcohol poisoning. But now I'll just get the highest percentage alcohol beverage that's not, 80 proof. I hate those type of things. Because you would think 80 proof is maybe 80%, but no, it's 60 or something like that. And it's like, what? I never did the math. I just remember something like that. So, really 100 proof. I don't know what that is, but I've heard moonshine. Moonshine is 100 proof. I don't know, am I a natural born locked person? No. I feel like that could have multiple meanings, and I'm acknowledging it. That's a lot more respectful than what other people do. Because I'll just keep it rolling and be like, well, what was said, I don't know. Or I won't let them know, and they'll just, reveal more or say more things. I don't know. Maybe fall more into a natural rhythm, but I don't think so. I don't agree. I don't want to agree. Is it within my choice when I live outside of a system that's uniform to me, but every time that other people come in and have their say and they're just like, well, no, I don't count those type of things, or forcibly I do. And it's like, well, again, I'm outside of that. I don't care. I do believe in an explanatory power. I do believe in explaining where you come from, where you've been, where you're going. But above and beyond that, I both don't have an awareness of it and don't really care to form anything other than honesty. And that's as far as my thoughts go. I'm just like, well, I'm not planning for the future. I'm planning for, well, I have things that I need to do all the time, and there's contracts. But like, that's also why, like, even right now, why I'm drinking, because hell, I might get evicted in 15 days, 16 days, 17, because I don't have rent money. You can't see, okay, sorry. I don't have rent money. I'm looking over here at this calendar. I don't have rent money. I'm just gonna move the video. Why not? Why not keep it hella off-centered, but centered enough, right? Why not be in the middle? Well, I always miss it, right? I'm never there. I'm never in the know. If I feel things out, then, well, that's the wrong way to go. Like, people will try to tell me things, but I'm just like, no, shut up. I don't want your disease. Please. Thank you. And I think that that's more honest. I truly and honestly, okay, well, maybe, okay, and this is what pisses me off about people, is that God can have one certain power, right? Or God can have all powers, but all I'm saying is people want to place that somewhere. And they'll be speaking in those terms, but I feel so have been lied to by everybody, but that I can't think about anything other than, God, why? God, why? God, why? Please, why? Tell me why. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no goddamn fucking way that... I'm looking at these laws. I'm looking at how it makes no sense. How I thought that there was very basic things true and inherent about reality, but now everybody wants to say, no, those are just you. You just made those up because they don't say that. And it's like, oh, I'm not listening to what people purport. I'm listening to God at this point. Because if you tell me something and you're not talking to me, bitch, that was God talking to me, answering my thoughts in my head. Because you are obviously going to give me shit. You're going to give me nothing. So, however long I have to rant and go off, I don't really care, because there's food in my teeth, between and betwixt. And I don't know where I am in terms of how other people want to put me. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, we all get sick the same. All of our cells function off the same principles. So if you as a human want to tell me that a large percent of your DNA isn't communicating at a different speed than what you are purporting, that's the biggest load of bullshit that I've ever heard and that I've ever seen. And you are that load of bullshit at that level, so I don't care. I am God. I identify as speaking to myself in those terms because I spoke to you and you didn't talk back to me. You talked to I don't know who else, but instead I just used that mental capacity of like, oh, I'm just gonna think something else and then get back to you because you just asked me the same shit to repeat the same thing, or you repeated the same thing, which I don't care. We already went over that information. I'd rather spend that with God. So that's a short podcast, I think. And that is the end of today's podcast. Before I go drink more, drink, and then will not have the capacity to even speak one unslurred sentence, much less an entire 30 minutes plus. I actually don't know if it's 30 minutes because I'll be honest, I'm not posting it, but I had a conversation making an appointment with a cardiologist office because you know how indirect people are. And I was going to put it up as my podcast intro, but I ended up both saying things that I didn't want to say, and it was also kind of relatively a dull conversation anyway, so I take that back. Goodbye. No, I take that back too. Bye. No, I take that back too.